Okay. Uh, so good night again, everyone. It is currently 2:33, and I just want to provide an update on how my adjustment is going on, how the tapering and weaning process is going on. As you can see, this is what I'm sure people know this is a diamond painting plan. I recently started diamond painting just to be able to cope with just the anxiety. It does allow me to somewhat, I would say, ground myself. So that is one of the reasons I took it up, but also I mean the art is very beautiful and I feel very accomplished and finished with an effort. So today I would like to say that I am on my 5th day off paroxetine at 20 milligrams. So before I was at 30, so I'm doing again 7 days, 20 milligrams, and then 10 days, and then 7 more days with 10 milligrams, and then I'll switch to an SNRI, which is a serotonin norepinephrine reuptake inhibitor. So that's the current status of where I am at in the tapering process. So today I was more energized and I was able to get more done. The fatigue was nothing like I have experienced over the past few weeks and also since of such. So one of the things I've been trying to do, like just based on what I've learned during therapy, during my previous journey with therapy, and from my reading, is how much it is important to establish routines and also maintain social interactions, etc. So what I'm trying to do is this, even with the struggles of tapering and adjusting to a new medication, I think it's very important that routines are established and kept in place. So I came up with a routine. I have been doing most of them even before the challenges with the recent challenges that I'm having now, and I am going to try my best to maintain these routines as I will be better able to cope with the situation. So I think it's important to start the day on, it's not even about just positivity, because it's very important, I believe, to also acknowledge just your feelings. So whether it's good or bad, it's still important to acknowledge them. But I think that starting your day with gratitude or acceptance is great start. So that's what I plan to do. My good friend reminded me of this. I was not doing this until recently, so I've been not really, how would I say, I wouldn't per se say that I have like extravagant or not even extravagant. I can't even talk. I guess I would say that my gratitudes are for the simple things in life, you know. And I have written a few that I think are good start, and I think most importantly is just acknowledging that I'm enough and that we will always go through difficult times along this journey of life, and so acknowledging that I'm enough, that I have friends and families that care for me, that things will get better, that I'm not a burden. I have to feel that way, especially in my PhD, but that's for another time, right? Yeah, and that my body, my mind, they will get better, and they are enough, right? My next thing within my routine is after waking up, and this is after waking up, is to acknowledge and greet my parents. I've always done that, but because of the whole oscillating between insomnia and oversleeping, I've been missing that. But I'm just always going to push myself to get back into routine until those things are back where it needs to be. So, always starting the day, tell my parents, good morning, and I'm doing okay. The next thing, and if I can, I'll also greet my friends as well. Then following that, typically I would get something to eat. After eating, I'll take my medication, brush my teeth, have a shower, and then tidy my room. So make sure the bed is spread, make sure the place is decluttered, and it's ready for either the work day or even if it's on a weekend, just to keep the routine going. And then I have a logbook, I have a habit tracker, and I've had this habit tracker for almost a year now, and I record when I have done these things, and also I have a medication logbook where I make a note of what I took that day, just so I don't forget. Sometimes, especially in these times when my memory is all crap, I need to physically just write down so I remember. And then I'll work. Of course, work has been touch and go because my concentration is all just not there, but working, and once I finish working for the day, I will engage in some I would say calming activities if I and just to reduce the buildup that I have throughout the day, because I carry my anxiety to bed with me, which is why most of the times I can't sleep. I think that comes from just guilt that I didn't do enough for the day. Yeah, so, and then the last thing is trying to head to bed on a regular schedule. My sleep has always been quite poor. Earlier in the year, I was doing so well. I think I made it to like 3 consecutive weeks of going to bed on time, no naps in the afternoon, but then, eventually I burnt out, so here I am. And so that's the current plan. So it's all about establishing routines and maintaining routines. So that's the routine side about how I'm trying to help myself. And in terms of symptoms, as I said, today was fairly okay. I wasn't as tired, and so I did chores, I went out, got groceries, etc. There were no headaches, sorry. And yeah, I felt somewhat normal. I know I'm sure that when I drop to 10, there'll probably be even another adjustment. I know when I started on a medication, there'll be another adjustment, but so far today was good, and I think that I was able to take advantage of that and get some personal things done. So overall, today was a great day, I think. And again, this is day 5 at 29 grams, and yeah, so let's see where it goes from here. Thank you for watching, and please, most importantly, take care of yourselves, right? Even though I am also not consistent with this, but I know, and I don't always give my own advice, but we're human beings first, so try to be, and not focus so much on the doing. Alright, everyone, take care, and have a nice day.